Seems like the wait is finally over, because from 2nd to 6th of August, you will be getting an opportunity to subscribe for Ola Electric IPO. But the big question is whether you should go for it, or what are the, how should you value the company? Let's try and find an answer to that. We have Nikunj sir with us. Nikunj sir, let's try to do a SWOT analysis of Ola Electric IPO. We will be talking about the strength, weakness, opportunities, and some of the threats, because indeed there's a lot of excitement for this IPO. But there are a lot of questions where the investors and the viewers want to question at. Firstly, what are the strengths that you see for Ola Electric right now? Because it's after a long time we are seeing a two-wheeler company coming with an IPO.
See, the strength is that it's in the high growth segment. And EV, I think, is the future sector. And EV, in a sense, is really going to be a powerful driver for global automobile growth. Now, Ola Electric, the company which is going public, it's a very recent company, 5 years old, but in 5 years they've managed to demonstrate scale, skill, size, and more importantly, understanding of technology. So Ola Electric is two-wheeler. Their plans to morph into motorcycles, hopefully cars one day, but they also have a presence in battery, which is where the future storage of energy is moving. So Ola Electric, in my book, is just not a two-wheeler company. It's a good brand, but it's a company which is in high growth business, future ready, understanding of technology, and it's in an area which I think right now you would say that the curve in terms of where the growth will come in, I think it's just going to be exponential. Imagine if an IT company went public in 1990s, it was in the high growth sector. If a textile company went in public in 1960s and 70s, it was in a high growth sector. If a power company in US went public 150 years ago, it was in a high growth sector. That's Ola Electric for you, because it is an EV, and EV entire ecosystem is in the high growth phase.
All right, so that's about this trend. But there are indeed a lot of questions regarding the valuations, the kind of bottom line that the company is posting right now. Do you see them as a weakness right now? Are there like some concerns related to that?
See, what is the challenge and what is the opportunity? Opportunity we already discussed, it's a high growth sector. But when anything which is high growth sector, trust me, over the years I've learned is that millions and billions of dollars of R&D gets into it, and disruption, I think, is real. So what is the battery technology? Could it change in future? Of course it can, because globally that's where R&D is happening. Two-wheeler, they are a market share leader in the entire two-wheeler EV space, but incumbents are coming there. So could there be disruptive pricing there without government support? I don't know. So now that's a big threat, which is that this business, they have to be really ahead in order to ensure that their market share and the growth is protected. And when big boys get into it, the water is going to get slightly muddy and the competitive intensity will only increase. Now the most important point, which is that what should one do? See, I'm not getting into a judgment call. Each one has to understand their own risk. But if you're buying it for the IPO pop, that's a technical call, that you're buying it and you're selling it on day one. If you're buying it for next 3 to 6 months, then it may just defeat the purpose, because the company has a much more promise if you're just buying it for 3 to 6 months. But if you're buying it beyond 3 to 5 years, they have demonstrated ability to deliver. It's a high risk business. It's got some option value attached to it. It's not going to be like a compounding. It is not a consumer company where every quarter things will keep on going up. They will keep on adding capacity. There would be ups and there would be downs. There would be breakthrough in technology and there would be disappointment. But when the breakthrough happens, the profit goes up. When the breakthrough come down, when there's a failure, there would be disappointment. Again, it's a high capex business. So they will need a lot of cash flow. So markets will, for Ola to really deliver its true potential, I think you have to bet on the journey rather than just the pit stop.
All right, so that's the take coming in on Ola Electric IPO. What should one do? But before we wrap this, Nikunj sir, the kind of evaluation that Ola Electric is coming out with, do you see that it's justified, or in the long run, there's a lot many things to watch out for, and you have to bet on the futuristic growth?
See, markets are like life. We live forward and we understand backwards. When you have a company like Ola Electric which is going public, it's got so many new interesting businesses that only in hindsight we'll be able to figure out whether this business or this company can really accelerate, or technology disruption will hit us. They've demonstrated capability, but it's not going to be an easy track. It will be a tough track. So when it comes to valuations, valuations are a function of what you see for next 2 or 3 quarters. But in this kind of a business, when you are morphing the business, you're in the investment phase, you have to take a 2 to 3 year time frame. in that horizon, if I look at it and if they're able to achieve what they've demonstrated, suddenly the stock will start looking cheap. But if you look at the current number of EBITDA versus where their path to profitability is moving, the investment curve is moving, the numbers may not really justify this kind of an valuation. So like I said, if you're buying it for the short term, then you're buying it for the technical factors, because it's a niche business.
Yeah.
Niche players will come and buy it. When Zomato came, even though it was loss making, a lot of good funds bought into it, right? So there would be this scarcity premium which Ola Electric will give you. But then ye patience ka stock hai. You'll have to really sweat it out. And if you are in for next 3 to 6 months, then you will not be able to really do justice to investment. So either you take for long term,
All right.
otherwise don't come for 3 to 6 months, because you may make money, you may not make money.
All right. So we just understood the SWOT analysis of Ola Electric and what you should do with respect to this particular IPO.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.